thinking, who the fuck is this? As you rupture into abyss, as spontaneous as it is, I'm combusting until I lift off. This is hip-hop in a script from the prophecy, proper written anomaly, stomping out of a ziplock. Yes, I'm pissed off the lip off a bit much with this
hey,
stuff.
What's up, Reflekt, repping Hobart, up here in Lonnie for Bring Your Own Bars, the Battle of the Bowls. So a massive big props to Chip for getting all that shit organised. Massive props to UMH, Underground's most hated, 42 South. Everyone who's repping that scene, they're really doing a fucking awesome job. Just keep going for that. And a quick shout outs to Scourge, Epicenter and Ames as well, back in Hobart, and my brother Zai. So today basically, we've got a lot of great rappers here, and everybody here is talented and definitely got their own styles. So it's going to be a clash of how everyone's going to be coming at each other. I don't know how personal it's going to get. Could get a little bit heated. If it does, that'll be dope as well. So everyone's getting keen. So I am as well. Predictions. It's really hard to say. I have to pick Phikz in both these battles for the simple fact that I haven't really heard anybody yet that can match his kind of style around up here north. I think he's killing it at the moment. Props to Biggins. I'm sure he'll make it a very nice battle. And props to Kid as well. Deficient, honestly. On lyrical ability, I think you might just have Kid, but personally I know Kid might be a lot better prepared than Deficient, as we all know, so that'll make it very interesting as well. So I'll have to wait and see for me and Statik, but peace.
What up, Statik, repping Underground's most hated crew, Second Room Studios, True Mike's crew, Convict City Cyphers, all that good shit. I'm here today to battle Reflekt. I'm going to win, and I predict that Underground's most hated are going to win all 4 battles today. Simple as that. This battle should be interesting. I've brought a pretty good mixture of bars and jokes. I think he's bringing some generic shit, so we'll see how we go. But yeah.
We're at Launceston Battle League 3, Bring Your Own Bars. We're here at Royal Park. About to get our first battle for the day. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Convict City Cyphers and Daps for all the graphics work and stuff. Alright, we'll get into it. On my left here, we come from Hobart, we got Reflekt MC, make some noise.
Yeah!
Side, we've got Statik MC from Launceston.
Underground's most hated, let's go!
Alright, first round on Reflekt, let's do it.
Alright, everybody gather round. I'm really glad you can make it. I'm about to get loud and wreak havoc on Statik, so can't get ready to face it. You can just see my rhymes taste nice. They're kind of like fine dining. Your shit's like crappy mattress and the fly back that'll leave me spewing up my stomach whining. Nah, bro, props. I heard you got the girls going ape shit. Shame they won't want no Grand Angus when they've seen this chubby cunt naked. But I mean, who are you, man? It's a bit like you're 13 trying to make a stand and think you converse me. Well, personally, I think I'll verbally wreck you. You need to get a grasp on the hard yards that Reflekt to step through. Yeah. This isn't what I wanted. Another lame battle rap. But how else do you respond to another lame battle cat? Give it up, man, your flow's as smooth as the camel's back. If you're going to express yourself, just don't do it when you're rapping, man. You see, because you're kind of like the splinter that's under my finger, and your tracks smell like they were spat out my sphincter. And I'd rather listen to Chip take a shit than copy his static track that's been... Sorry, I'd rather listen to Chip take a shit. Sorry. I'll start that one again. You walk around like a king shit, but what have you actually achieved? I'd rather listen to Chip take a shit than copy his static track that's been released. Right. See, I call it as I see it, and if rap is all I know, and you won't ever leave it alone, then for fuck's sake, dude, just keep your bars away from the microphone. You see, I couldn't get into it, so I'm justifiably dissing it. Reflekt be flipping it, you want the truth, I'll start spilling it. Your monotone flow, it stands all alone, bro, and when you're rapping, it sounds like you're chatting on the phone, yo. Because you're fronting at me like you're all feisty. But then when I talk to you, quite low-key. And that's what makes me think your attempt at music will never come off like the Black Death on my cone piece.
Yeah, make some noise that round.
Alright, so he said something about how I think that I'm king shit. Well, my last name's King, so what did you think, bitch? But yo, first things first, I got something to say, Chip. This battle scene's a joke. You know why I claim this. The politics behind it are so hopeless and basic, a bunch of keyboard warriors who focus on hatred. Now I know that the bullshit has heads in this state shook, because internet arguments ain't the road that the greats took. For a guide to maturity, let me show you the way, look. Because I can say Raze is a dumb dog without opening Facebook. Now this dude. So I've come here today, it seems to be to murk Reflekt. I didn't feel the need to battle just so I could earn respect. I chose to take the battle purely so I could work the text. So Statik came to run bars like I'm fronting Irish Murphy's desk. I bring bars over jokes, as sharp as hunting knives. You bring bars over jokes because you just aren't a funny guy. And Reflekt says he's repping Hobart, yet West's where he etched his own mark. Funny how you had to record outside the state's hip-hop capital, mate, to get respect and go far. My murder weapon, the versus ever, mind frames like a psych ward. I've got a complete intellect, I'm a human defect of a cyborg. My name's Statik, like electricity, so homie you ain't handling my force. I stand out like the Eiffel Tower, motherfucker you just an eyesore. Go stand on the sidewalk, Reflekt, you're just a reject. It's like you're selling hearing aids, because clearly mate you need death. You wouldn't hit a stage without deficiency grace, so listen mate, the scene's set. You ain't a part of THC, you're simply just a weed head. I'll crush a mic, cut and slice, smother your hopeless vision like you're colourblind. I'll punch your spine, adjust my knife, then run through your guts like curry pie. I'll bust your eyes, so Reflekt can't see its reflection. Your bars ain't hard enough, bruv. It's like they need an erection. Look, at the moment the penis is mentioned, I've seized his attention. Chip, stop putting me against kids with semen infections and find me a decent contestant. Time.
Angus thinks he's so fantastic. You burly heavy cunt. Watch the news and face the truth, you're still a curly-headed fuck. Now you see, when I first just met you I might have thought it cool. But then I heard you ran you got about fucking boys at boarding school. Now when I heard popping cherries I heard he came a little late. But then he met his little mate. Oh, what was his name? Sam Gray. Word is you boys were bumming every night, sucking each other off while watching Twilight, am I right? Or am I wrong? But the only thing Reflekt was sucking on was a bong, but from what I heard was this Statik as a sucker for that grey cunt song. No, I apologise, enough of the gay shit. I'm about to take this makeshift rapper and back him to actually be stabbing at me with enough lines to suggest the cunt light and in reality is just a lame kid.
Yeah, time. Make some noise. Sick around Statik.
Alright, where's the little kid? I've got some wordplay for you, bruvs. No. You best tread lightly, stepping within this King's Meadows. I'll leave this shitty guy by the riverside, wig split and tinged yellow. I flip scripts, you wrote your lead in a shitty play. You ain't dope just cause you toke the weed in your ciggy breaks. Listen mate, the prospect of this contest has left this cockhead offset. I drop text, cop head and hot segs while swigging a long neck. You crush folded herbs, punch bowls reserved for bong sessions. You want to cop lessons on how to drop letters? You came to the right place, mate. Welcome to Launceston. I'm underground like train systems. I'll come around like brain victims and comatose your vocal hopes, then bury you like grave diggers. I slay bitches while Stumpy takes pingers and enslaves women inside his anus. It is hate written like my feelings for Hayden's face is. It's a mistake thinking your lame fake arrangements can change rhythms, because I break bitches like you daily to make livings. And I know you won't believe it, but you ain't staunch, bro. Maybe if you shaved your dome, slayed more hoes, or developed a habit to break jawbones, your aim would gain more hope. Maybe if you rearrange the way you make your quotes, act less ashamed about the way you spray your flow, because the state of play today it states that you're a strange force clone, displacing all the phrases that may in fact have made your tracks way more dope. And on a side note, for real bruv, it's okay, because they all know that you thought Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the name of a gay porno. And I was also wondering if you could tell me how you came to get that horse head. I was wondering if you could tell me, or I'll have to talk to your vet. See, either during birth your neck got stretched out by some forceps, or your mummy met your daddy in a paddock for some horse sex. Which would make sense, Because to survive the stress of pushing that enormous head, you're sure to bet she had some loose-ass pussy flaps. She learned her lesson there and then though, so even when she's sideways, she'll never again trust Billy Bunks to organise her blind dates.
Time, mate. Time.
You know, I choked, there's nothing I can do about that. But maybe I can come around here and try and get some more back on you, mate. And now, see, if I was going to put us into perspective, I'd say I'm just a kid with soul. And you're a boring replica. You just bit the mould like you were born in America. And you come here and you thought you found an easy target, thinking that you was going to leave me laying on the carpet. Well, I have to ask you, are you really retarded? I've heard your bars, dude, and they're not the smartest. If you wanted a competition, then that's what you've started. But you're completely unconditioned. You're in the land uncharted. See, every time you spit, man, it kind of leaves me laughing because it's exceptionally clear that you've never experienced any hardships. Your rhymes are organised like an anal supermarket, and I'm more inclined to lick this cunt's mother's armpit than I ever am to buy an album off this fucking half-wit. See, I'm repping the South, son, and for that exact reason, we kind of already know the outcome, because you got a hipster festival and the occasional footy game, and an understatement would say that every second cunt owns a monster hoodie, mate. Because I'm in the north of the state where it's boring all day, and apart from 42, the fucking raps are boring too. Hey, time.
Yeah, time makes some noise.
Reflekt thinks he's dope, think that he's straight reppin'. Bruv, if I wanted to grab a copy of some pop music, I'd pop over to Jay Benson. Yo, look at this dude's head. In the skull game, this kid's lost. This is what that dude from Hey Arnold would look like if his head had been squashed. And bruv, I don't give a fuck about what you and your dudes do on Major. I'ma keep repping until I get slut support, like Medusa and Dames are. You want to step to this man's city, expect to find me at the heart of the defence. Bro, you're so fucking ugly, your lady can have a bath and not be wet. I mean, I'll give this kid a chance, but if he don't get some decent talent, I'll kick this boy while he's down, like my name was Eden Hazard. Who are you to front looking like the Shane Warne of gay porn? No end to a pool game when I say you took the cue, then 8 balls. Maybe you should think about practicing being straight more, because I can smell a whiff of cum in the air every time your mate yawns. You toke homegrown and blow cones and hose bogans. This battle ain't like your mate's cock, bruv. There's no choking. I wonder if your lady knows, because if she don't, she's so smoking, I might just let slip the fact that in your spare time you like to stroke scrotums. No homophobic, mate. I just want sex with a hottie. She may be back in Hobart today, but I can sense that she wants me. She's a no-nonsense bitch, so she won't care where my cock's been. I'll have her crashing down hard like her sections were got beef. I'm so focused. It's like this kid's mind is magnified. Shit, if I projected my thoughts, I could spit lines at satellites. And you can make jokes, try and describe my appetite. But homie, it's hunger that has driven me today to give time to battle rhyme. I find it funny that your name's Reflekt, like reflections. Today you created a monster, because mate, I hate your intentions. See, here stands a man who paved his way through impressions, opposing him a boy who's blatantly just craving attention. See, facing me is tough to stomach, like sculling cans of Vic Bitter. Don't be fooled, just because you're facing me, it ain't your face you see in this mirror. And if it was, I'd feel bad for you, probably breathe deep yet feel empty. Because in reality, this is the only time Reflekt will ever look in the mirror and see a real MC. Oh.
I'm judging Statik versus Reflekt, and you know, I'll just have to give it to Statik, free to go easy. Guy beasted it, first battle, and he smashed it.
Going on fishing, I'm going to have to give that one to Statik in all 3 simply because he came with funnier bars, more bars. Reflekt was good except for the little stumble, so yeah, awesome battle. Begins here, judging Statik and Reflekt. When Reflekt started spitting the first round, I thought he's going to win it, but then he had the little chokes and stumbles, but I have to give it to Statik 3-0.
Alright, going back from the judge's decision, and it was a unanimous decision with Statik. Make some noise for Statik. Yeah.
spontaneous as it is, I'm combusting until I lift off. This is hip-hop in a script from the prophecy, proper written anomaly stomping out of a ziplock. Yes, I'm pissed off and lip off a bit much with this stuff. The sickest shit I ever fucking spit, cunt. So lift up, fist pump and rip up the fucking buzz. Pre-Phikz shit, some cunts like a fucking dove. I'm out from